attack for matches. All three of our first matches have been decided by one goal. We have had late drama in all three. We'll see if we have more of that in store. We already mentioned Blundell, who will head this attack for Arizona State. Another one to keep an eye on, a lot of experience in Olivia Coleman on their back line. 17 starts this year. She has played 90 minutes in 7 straight games. A workhorse back there, and we'll see if she can help control the Kansas attack. Watts is a goal scorer, as well as Sage Wimes, who has 10 goal contributions of her own. She's a redshirt sophomore, a local product out of Kansas City, Missouri. She went to St. Teresa's Academy. She will want to perform here. It's not like she's playing too far from home anyway, so certainly has a lot of friends and family who can make that trip. But Wimes back in her hometown in Kansas City on the big stage where the Kansas City Current play will get a chance to show what she can do.
What an amazing experience for both teams. This venue has been unbelievable today. Excited to get this last game going.
Underway between Arizona State and Kansas. Meeting that happened just 10 days ago in Tempe. Kansas winning 2-1. The Jayhawks red hot, unbeaten in their last 5. 4 straight wins, 3 straight on the road.
What's been interesting about every battle that we've had today is the first time they face each other, it's been in 1 goal differential, and same with the second time they face each other. Arizona State lost to KU 1-2. They've been going after it again quickly, and they get that opportunity today.
Free kick taken and mishit a little bit there by an Asia Cologne.
Something that KU has relied on was the experience of their center backs. They've been rotating players throughout the season. They've had some injuries for today, and now they're going to turn to Page and Conte to be holding that fort down.
Nice pass by Wine, space in the middle of the field, and the shot not hard enough to really challenge Pauline Nellis in net, who has started every game the last couple of years at Arizona State.
You can tell the way that KU's defending as they're really watching where Bueller is. She's doing a great job of checking the ball, staying away from those center backs already.
Headed away by Olivia Coleman, but almost controlled there by Jillian Grigorski. Down the sidelines, out for a Kansas throw-in.
KU likes to have high pressure all of the time, especially on their offensive side. So when Arizona State's backline has the ball, look for KU to pressure a lot.
Big part of really both teams last game, Baylor and then Arizona, as the game went on, that high pressure went out of possession.
It's been seeing how calm and consistent the backlines are for all of the teams. If those backlines make mistakes, the offense has been able to have a lot more chances to score.
If you're Arizona State with that pressure, what's the key to handling it?
You have such a strong forward up top that you need to get your head up early to find her and not really be overwhelmed by the pressure, but just move the ball quickly and efficiently.
Wimes helping win that back, now sent into the middle. And picked up by the keeper, Nellis. He wants to play it out quickly.
Arizona is recognizing KU has that pressure. They're trying to make KU chase instead of get organized to defend.
Intercepted by Asa Conte to win possession back for Kansas. Long ball toward the corner and a long run for Watts. Offside flag is raised on the far side of the field.
Unfortunate for Watts, that call wasn't done earlier, so she thought she still had a chance and made that sprint forward. Good job by Arizona State in seeing that Watts wasn't paying attention and drawing her offside.
Lucy Johnson slipping it through. Back to Johnson.
Arizona State's looking to go forward early. They're going to need their midfielders to check back to help give them chances so they can work it through.
Year 8 for Graham Winkworth as the Arizona State head coach. Back-to-back NCAA tournaments over the last couple years. That was their first time going to back-to-back tournaments since the 09-2010 seasons.
It's been a long day to get that mistake.
I appreciate you giving me that. Caston's back for Page. Conte.
Arizona State's making the back line work it through. They're not going to let the midfield get the ball easily. They're trying to allow KU to just send it forward. It's going to have to be a precise pass from KU. They're also looking for the center backs to make a mistake while they're moving the ball side to side. And that's a win for Arizona State there, getting a throw in off of a kick from KU.
Year 1 for Nate Lee, excuse me, of course. I literally have it written properly in my book, but Nate Lee, year 1 for him. 9 wins, looking for number 10. Rough season last year, just 4 wins for the Jayhawks, but he's done a nice job kind of revamping this roster. They have 15 newcomers, which isn't necessarily something new in today's college sports climate, but to be able to get them to come together like he has this year has been really impressive.
And he talked really highly about how they all bought into the same theme and the identity of the KU program and stayed on the same page throughout the season with the ups and downs.
He comes from Xavier, where he spent 7 years and went to 4 straight NCAA tournaments over the last 4 seasons. He wants to bring that success back to Lawrence. Wimes turning, great footwork.
Castens is a key player for KU. They really need to go through her to get the ball in the attack.
This is Castens trying to cross it. Didn't quite get her foot wrapped around that. She was looking for number 4, Sage Wimes. Castens, first team all-conference for Kansas.
She does a great job of getting the out wide involved and also tracking back defensively. We've seen today that teams have to be supportive of their stars. So with Bueller being such a strong force up top, Arizona State's really going to have to give numbers of support to help her out because KU's going to defend her knowing that's their target.
This is toward Kira Blundell. There's 3 up top, Valadares, Blundell, and Matthews.
Arizona State's doing a good job. They're on the same page defensively, making KU go over the top.
Cleared away by Olivia Coleman. Throw in for Kansas. Wimes going goal line.
Good job by Arizona State in just clearing that out. KU's going to have more numbers in on the Wimes cross in order to have a chance to go to goal.
No rain at the moment in Kansas City, but the expectation is that we will see some by the end of this one. They've already told us they'll shorten halftime of this game to 10 minutes in anticipation of that weather. Nice play defensively by Castens. That is a hard coming together between those two. On the far side, Lucy Johnson and Michaela Merlo. Here's Merlo. Cuts it back midfield. Grigorski lays it off. This is great play from the Jayhawks and lofted over the crossbar. Langfelder ended up with the opportunity.
That's a great find. KU's midfielders do a good job of sneaking in the middle at the top of the 18 and looking through shots. She's got a little under it. Arizona State had the height covered with that. Needed to go low for the shot.
Nice switch of play here for the Sun Devils to get space. Long ball. Bounces and cut off.
Blundell's doing a good job of checking off the center backs of KU to get the ball. She's realizing if she just stays up high, she's not going to get it. She's having a lot of variety in her attack.
Olivia Page, downfield. Wimes likes what she sees. Now Wimes trying to cut back, and it's taken away. Nice defending by Coleman. Down the sideline, does roll over the line for a Kansas throw-in.
Coleman with a great job cutting off the angle of Wimes. Unfortunate on the turnover, but that battle of Wimes versus Coleman is going to be a fun one today.
Castens.
Until Coleman felt the pressure of KU, just wanted to clear out, get reorganized as a team, allowing KU with the throw-in.
Castens again looking for an opportunity to cross it in. Plays it back for Page. Castens, quick cross this time. Merlo. That's out of play for a goal kick.
Lauren Wood has been more of a central player the beginning part of this season. They kind of had a re-identity and moved her out wide. She's done a good job of crossing the ball, and not the best decision there, but look for her to have accurate passes more consistently.
Some space here, and that's headed right to the keeper, Nellis.
Good decision by Arizona State, trying to play fast, still staying patient, not overplaying, not making mistakes whenever they get the ball.
Nellis patient to distribute that one out wide. It's been a lot of Kansas possession early on.
Arizona is getting their heads up early, trying to find a pass. KU's really doing a good job of cutting off their main target and trying to make them find different areas to attack.
Arizona State, a little bit different this year. They set a school record last year with 9 shutouts, a goals against average under 1 per game. It's up almost a half goal per game this year. Still feel like that identity Graham Winkworth had last year, something they'd like to improve upon.
They've had some ups and downs this season, but coming into the Big 12 tournament, you know that they are very, very dangerous with their attack and their strong defense.
Almost given away, but right back to Ella Kettles for Arizona State. Now down the sideline.
Good pressure by Arizona State, not allowing KU to switch the ball.
And you see the hold up there from Blundell. Some strength on the ball as well. That shot goes wide, but maybe the brightest moment on attack for the Sun Devils so far.
And it came off of a turnover. A lot of the chances today have been off of turnovers from the other team. Not really much of the buildup, more of the turnovers, how you can pressure together to win the ball.
Sophie Daw hasn't been a big part of this game so far, which I'm sure Nate Lee loves from the sideline.
The whole season, Daw has not had to make a ton of saves, but have been able to make big saves when they've counted.
Jayhawks in a little bit of space. There was a lot of contact there. It's out for a Kansas throw. That actually went back off of Merlot, excuse me.
KU had a pretty strong start. It seems like Arizona State's kind of shifted the intensity their way, been able to keep control of the ball consistently more often.
Blundell's starting to figure out how she can impact the game.
KU is a fast attacking team. They want to get it forward quickly. Arizona State's taken that away from them, so KU's going to have to do something different. Really need to work to have the ball go through their midfield.
Wimes has looked good at the beginning of this game. That's not completely cleared away. Kansas back in possession.
Wimes does a good job adding variety to her location. Her and Watts will interchange on their sides, stay central, go wide. They will look for the weakness in the back line. Arizona State's back line doing a good job keeping an eye on the KU attack, staying organized with their voice.
A nice read there by Olivia Page, stepping up from her center back position. Mentioned a couple big misses for Kansas. Mackenzie Bovey, one of them. Questionable to play in the remainder of the tournament if Kansas were to advance. The other miss is Brooke Otto, a junior defender.
Both of those have been key defenders for the season. Bovey had an injury at the beginning of the season. Looking forward to, if KU wins, to having her back. Otto has been a player that KU's really relied on throughout and staying healthy and playing a lot of minutes.
Merlot plays it out wide. This one clipped in, headed. Wimes on it, falls really kindly, a goal for Kansas. Wimes with the header into space. And it's tapped in by Lexi Watts. Goal number 8 of the season, building on her career high.
Well, they're looking at it still to make sure she was onside. Let's see if we can get an eye on it. Good job by KU attacking. She looks on to me, but I'm in the full speed. We'll see what the VAR shows the referee. With the rules of the postseason, we get VAR to make sure that the player was onside. But a good job by KU in attacking the ball.
This is our best look.
Nice job attacking.
It's Coleman. Is Coleman holding her on the near side?
Thousands of different opinions going on. It looks like Arizona State's saying they were and they're ready to play the kickoff.
So close.
Right now, it's only one opinion that matters, and that's that referees, and watching the timing over and over again. It was very, very tight.
Austin Saney, our referee tonight, taking a look at this. I think he just asked for a second opinion, maybe, or at least The fourth official. And it is a goal. Kansas heard it before anybody. The sideline did.
If he was trying to go for a dramatic effect, it did not work because KU gave it away.
Number 8 for Lexi Watts, assisted by Sage Wimes. 6th assist of the season for Wimes.
It's been a big Watts and Wimes connection with each other, giving assists, giving goals, and helping each other out. Arizona State just didn't clear it out quickly. They backed off and let KU have the attack in.
Good control by Grigorski. Now it's Grigorski, I should say. It was Merlot originally. Back for Merlot. Plays it out wide. Trying to cross it in. They do, and the volley is over the bar by Langfelder.
Langfelder doing a good job of getting involved in that central run. She has come in the backside, attacking the center, getting shots off, just getting under him a little bit, but really catching Arizona State off guard. Arizona State's really going to turn towards their freshman, Blundell. And she's already accepting the challenge. She's checking back a long way. Now, there was a foul that happened, but impressed that she is not just staying home up top with those forwards. She is making sure she's getting involved and not settling for this 1-0 deficit right now.
Blundell from Langley, British Columbia. He's had a fantastic freshman season. Langfelder over the top, Wimes chasing, goal kick.
Good job by the Arizona State defense, just shielding it, letting him play wide for a goal kick. It's been interesting how they've handled their goal kicks. They go short every time. They kind of go to the same defender and try to play it out.
Dillard goes long, and then just a little bit of a miscommunication from Valadares there. And Farrell.
It was a great check by Arizona State. Just need to be on the same page on what to do after you get the ball. Well, we'll see if the pattern continues, that the team who got the lead first gets the win, or if it's going to be like this morning, that the team that got the lead can't hold the lead.
Cincinnati with a 2-goal lead that they weren't able to hold on to. Utah was up just 1-0 and ended up losing 2-1, but Baylor finally snapped that streak with a 2-1 win over Arizona.
What a beautiful goal Baylor did to put away that game.
The Oklahoma State winner from about 30 yards away.
There's been so many good goals. It's really been tough to figure out which one's been my favorite today.
You're not supposed to have a favorite goal as a goalie, are you?
I've had some favorite saves.
There you go.
How about that? I feel like it was the Colorado defender save was actually my favorite save of the day off of her eye, in stopping the very strong Utah Kafusi from putting another goal in.
Yeah, Kafusi, 2 big opportunities that you just can't believe were kept out. That was Page and Blundell coming together. Can Arizona State find some possession here? Can they find something on the attack? Kansas with the ball has been in control. Kansas without the ball has been pretty in your face. And winning it back just like that quickly.
It's a good job by the KU defense in shifting over, recognizing Arizona State's attacking that hole that they had open. And they worked hard to shut off that pass.
A little bit of an awkward play there for Gillard, but Wimes couldn't get around her. Now back for Gillard.
Kind of caught both of them off guard, Gillard and Wimes. They didn't really know where the ball was going.
Now there's one of our coworkers, Sam Peterlin, with his wife Jenna and his little girl Emerson taking this one in, and she's locked in. The wind, I think, has gotten to the hair a little bit.
She looks like she's focused on the game. I love it.
We are told she is a little soccer player, so she's focused. She's studying right now. All smiles, too.
I like the dress, the Halloween-themed dress.
She's looking to escape now, it would appear. Nellis giving away. A lot of pressure there. They took their time trying to get things set up.
Being down 1-0, and I know there's a lot of time in the game, it just seems a little too calm when the ball is in their back.
Booted forward.
They're kind of waiting for things to happen. I don't know if they need more movement from their forwards or checking from their midfielders. But eventually, KU won't just stay put. They're going to go and pressure that.
We heard from Colorado's head coach earlier talking about just needing something to happen, needing a goal, needing something, because they hadn't been in great form and didn't have a lot of confidence from a goal-scoring standpoint. When you look at Arizona State, they've lost 5 of their last 6, and you just get the feeling, similar situation, can you get an equalizer here and get some confidence? And this is one of their best build-ups so far with Blundell at the head of it. Farrell back for Coleman.
And that's where you're just surprised that they keep passing it back so, not softly, but over and over again, and now they're pulling KU out. Now maybe that's their game plan. Maybe they're trying to make KU come to them and go expose the area that they left open. Both teams, I want to see more from the midfield, more from checking to the ball. We've seen the midfield get involved at the top of the 18s, but now centrally, it's been a lot of backline, passing to backline for both sides. Really want the midfielders getting the ball and working through those seams.
Wimes gives chase. It's a throw-in for the Jayhawks.
One of the strengths of KU is their forward pressure, so Wimes does a good job of making sure that Arizona State doesn't have a big kick and they get the throw-in.
Sage Wimes played in 19 games as a true freshman in 2022, but missed last year. Really glad to have her back this season. "20 minutes to play in the first half. All Kansas to this point.
That's a win for Arizona State. Making them go side to side, kicking it down too hard for Lexi Watts to have a chance, and they get a goal kick with the ball back.
Sage Wimes will come off. Sophia Nickel, the first sub in this one, a freshman replacing Wimes. Nickel from Golden, Colorado.
KU lucky they had a mistake there because 2 forwards went after the goalkeeper who had possession. That's what they were trying to draw, trying to get 2 of the forwards to come at him.
Grigorski turning, looking for space. Nice job defensively. That was Olivia Coleman coming up with the block. And Coleman is shaken up.
That was a hard hit. The hard hit that she took. She had such a strong tackle. Grigorski, a very talented player. Nice timing of the tackle by Coleman. And there's the knee in the back. Like the apology that Grigorski did, not mean any harm with that. Wanted to make sure Coleman's okay. She's had a great game so far.
Coleman, a senior from Austin, Texas. Played in 18 games last year after she dealt with injuries her first couple seasons. It's been a staple again this year.
That whole knee to the back really hurts with your breathing, too. You wait for a sub, or?
Kansas is going to make another sub.
Looks like there's blood on a player.
Emily Tobin enters for Felstad.
Looks like 38 will be Felstad now.
The moment Tobin in for her. And Kansas on the attack again. Shot is tipped over the crossbar. Some power behind that. Off the foot of Lauren Wood.
Great job in attacking the space and just going with power. Nice timing on the parry, because if she parries that too late, it goes in the back of the net. If parries it too early, it pops in the air, and people can attack it.
Nellis more to do here with this corner. Castens will take it for Kansas. Watts crowding Nellis. She does tip it wide, and that was a crucial touch.
KU had Paige running in the backside, who's very strong in the air. She's a center back, so she's very strong in timing that. Nellis with just enough deflection to cause frustration on Paige on attacking that ball.
Again, Watts right in front of Nellis to try and cause problems. Into the area, headed away. Back in is wide and goes out for an Arizona State throw-in.
Very difficult cross for Lauren Wood to hit there, but had a lot of power and a good chance for KU.
Felstad has come back in for Tobin, wearing a different number for Kansas, number 38 from here on. And instantly is challenged and wins the battle, but stumbles, gets some help coming back from Langfelder, and free kick for Kansas.
Just look how powerful Blundell is in going with that challenge. Somehow Felstad did a weird deflection to get it around her, but if she powers through, she's off, she's going to goal. This is where Arizona State's patience on defending is starting to frustrate KU. They're starting to yell at each other because they're not checking back and getting easy passes from the center backs. The center backs don't want to keep passing this ball around. They want to get it forward.
Wood slips it in for Langfelder. Page carrying it forward. Long chase for Nickel. She can't get to it. Megan Sofield coming in for Arizona State. She'll replace Anasia Cologne.
Cologne had some really good minutes out wide. She had to stick with Castens and checking back and did a good job of limiting the touches that Castens has.
Feels like there's a little bit of a disconnect right now from Arizona State on some of these. They've had a few moments, and a lot of times it's come centrally through Blundell.
But Arizona State's recognized that. They haven't had enough touches to Blundell, and they moved her out wide. They see that KU's game plan was putting numbers around her centrally, so now they're moving her out wide to see how they defend her.
And that moves Cameron Valadares to a central role.
Blundell's just going everywhere. Now she's central mid. That's where you trust in the player and her awareness of where she needs to be to get the ball.
And just basically, hey, go find it.
Yep. That's how you get Freshman of the Year, too, though.
Chipped in too much on that from Langfelder.
Arizona State had Grigorski marked up pretty tightly. That was going to be a tough play for KU to try to get anything on it.
Julian Grigorski, speaking of talented freshmen, true freshman with 8 goals, which leads the team. Scored 68 goals and had 82 assists in her career at Westminster Prep School.
She was KU's go-to, especially at the beginning of the season when Watts was having her offensive struggles. So she took on that challenge and handled it very well.
Caston's battling forward along with Merlot. Cleared downfield. Nice settle there by Valadares. Now Arizona State looking for space. Here's Blundell. Plays it forward. Matthews. And it goes out, and it will be Jayhawks throw in. Emily Tobin back in for Kansas. Replacing Lauren Wood.
I think the relocation of Blundell has been very helpful for Arizona State. They've had a few more chances. Unfortunate turnovers once they get to their attacking third. But 2 things has happened. Blundell is in a different area with less people around, and Castons has to stay back instead of getting involved in KU's attack. She has to stay on Blundell to mark her.
Another giveaway. Just been little moments like that. The missed passes, kind of miscommunications.
And that's where the forwards and the backs are not on the same page. Olivia Page wanted Watts to stay up. Watts was checking back, so you need to hit her feet there.
Blundell will take a seat. Addison Hawes comes into the game. Merlot and Watts come off for Kansas.
Blundell also came off for Arizona State.
Jocelyn Harima and Mackenzie Hammondtree on the field for Kansas as their 2 subs. Back inside, another chance, but just missed, hit off the toe. That probably was the first touch for Hammondtree.
KU's done a good job of exposing the top of the 18 centrally against Arizona State. They've had a good final ball there. They just haven't had a good final shot. "11 minutes for Arizona State to try to find something to build on here at halftime." Still just a 1-goal game. They have so much goal-scoring power in a few of their players, and of course, Blundell, one of them. Smart decision in giving her some rest. She's going to be asked upon a lot in the second half, especially if it's still a 1-0 deficit.
Still have Carrie Matthews out on the field. She has 4 goals and 4 assists. And Asia Colon has 7 goals, 7 assists. They've got some game changers.
And they're so quick in their attack. Once they get it forward, they send numbers at you and make it really difficult to get the ball out once you win it.
Long run for Harima. Won't get there in front of Olivia Coleman, who's had a really nice game so far.
Glad to see her back injury that she had, a little bit banged up, but she's playing through it and playing tough still.
with the back post. That was dangerous, but it does go on top of the net.
There's a reason why Caston's made first team for the Big 12, and she showed right there that she has her head up and she's going to be dangerous even if she's really far away from the goal. Nellis had it covered, though. She read it, so if the ball did get to that corner, Nellis was there.
Hawes. Forward into the middle. That was a really good idea with Valadares trying to slip in behind. Good strength on the ball from Harima right there. Now in, and the flag is up immediately on Sophia Nickel.
It was a nice diagonal run by Nickel, but an even nicer job by the Arizona State back line in stepping and letting her just go. Seen a lot of keepers come out and take the balls, those kicks, farther and farther out.
This is dangerous. Fortunately for Arizona State, it does go back to Nellis. Coleman. Farrell into the middle. This is good play from Arizona State. Matthews driving it forward. Matthews, heavy touch, gives it away. Langfelder sends it downfield, and Nellis will gladly take that.
That's the fastest I've seen Nellis play the ball. She sees an opening. Usually she has it at her feet a lot. She tried to attack it quickly. Olivia Page doing a good job organizing the back line. She's telling Castons, hey, I have two people to help cut that off. So Arizona State couldn't kick it forward.
Good coverage by Lauren Turbert there from her midfield position. Corner for Kansas.
Been really impressed with Nellis inside the 6. She's shown that she can control, maybe not catch everything, but she'll deflect it. Look for KU playing it outside of the 6.
It's a dangerous ball in. That does go over the line, and it will be another corner.
Tried the short corner. Arizona State didn't like what they saw, so they went out to mark it. KU will be playing it in.
Low driven. Goes off of Nickel and out for a goal kick. Sub for Kansas, it'll be Emika Cowagish. She will replace Jillian Grigorski.
Grigorski had some really good minutes that first half. Did a good job pressuring and also staying involved in the attack. Outside players, Arizona State getting a little frustrated. They're given a lot of difficult balls that they're supposed to try to control and work off of. They need to settle down and use their center mids more often.
Deflected, and that was almost really unfortunate for Gillard, who covers that potential mistake.
Good job in recovering and just getting it out, having her team reorganize, resettle.
Gillard defending again. That's cut inside and cleared away by Coleman this time. Back into the box, bouncing dangerously, but nothing Langfelder could do with it. A nice settle over there by Coach.
Talked about the talented resumes of the coaches. He proved that he still has the touch.
Played in the late 90s at Miami, Ohio. Langfelder back for Page. Conte.
Good pressure by Arizona State. Again, winning throw-ins is a very helpful advantage. That means you got the other team to turn it over, and now you're on the attack.
Almost a chance there for Matthews. Just a step late getting to that ball.
The struggle for KU has been the last 5 minutes of the half and the game. Arizona State knows that, and they're going to start putting on the pressure in the last 5.
Farrell down the sideline, another Sun Devils throw in. Matthews outside, that's deflected in and spinning. Nice job to collect it by Sophie Daw.
Daw barreling through her defender and then apologizing. That's how it should be. Getting to the ball first and then saying, "Are you okay?" after the play. Again, Daw hasn't had to make many saves throughout the last half of the season, but there's some big ones that she's made throughout the second half.
Cowagish getting involved and winning the ball. Nice calm play in the midfield by Hammondtree. Page deflected downfield by Gillard. Just over 3 minutes to play in the first half. Page carrying it forward. And a good ball forward. Great touch on that. Late chance for Kansas. Right at Nellis. Harima making the run.
It was a good find by Page to Harima, but a good job by Nellis in just staying home and cutting down the angle, knowing that her defense was going to rush the shot.
Again, some fan support there with that ball going in the stands.
I'm telling you, I miss the ball, people. The ball towers are very nice, though.
Kansas has taken 11 shots to just 1 for Arizona State. The Jayhawks have put 4 on target, forcing 3 saves by Pauline Nellis.
And that's where Coach Lee will probably be frustrated with those 11 shots, only putting 1 away. Arizona State still very much in this game.
Sun Devils thought they might have a late chance. Valadares was making a run, but that pass wide of her.
But good pressure by Arizona State, not letting KU get out.
Whistle. Free kick for Arizona State. Shea Ryan out there for Kansas.
She was late in reacting to the ball. Caused the foul. This could be dangerous for KU. Could be very, very big advantage for Arizona State. They're very strong in their set pieces. Now KU has Conte and Page, who are also very strong in the air. Look for them to challenge the ball.
Lofted in the top of the penalty area. Cleared away by Conte.
Not surprised that Coleman was their target. Had an excellent game in the back line and shown that she is the one who wants to get involved on the set pieces for Arizona State.
Farrell looking for an option. Back to Farrell. Cleared away by the Jayhawks.
Farrell did a good job keeping the ball at their feet, but she really had a tough time distributing because everyone was going away from her for Arizona State. KU did a good job swarming her and not letting her out.
It's booted downfield toward Cowagish in the midfield, who controls it. Foul. It'll be a Kansas free kick, and there's a good chance this is not even going to be taken because there's only 5 seconds left in the first half. Kansas over Arizona State at halftime, 1-0 in this 6-11 matchup. A date with West Virginia Saturday night is on the line. Again, a shortened halftime here, just 10 minutes for these teams to regroup and talk things over. We're now joined by the head coach of the Kansas Jayhawks, Nate Lee. Coach, great control from your team, a lot of possession, obviously. What did you like? What do you want to see more of? Oh, we can't hear you yet, Coach. Give us...
Okay, I think this is better.
There he is. Hey, Coach, what do you want to see more of from your team?
I thought we were pretty decent today in the build and in control and making sure we were good with the details. I think the two things that I would change is one, I thought we were looking to give the ball to other players. So I think we have players that have enough talent that if they have a little time and space, can get turned and then drive and then make the opponent make a decision. Where when I think we had time and space, we were just looking to get rid of the ball a little bit much for my liking. And then second, I just thought, and then this goes into the other point, that we were really inefficient in the final third. We had the wind at our back. We could have been very dangerous from shots around the top of the 18, and I just thought we were a little bit wasteful. Back to the previous point of just essentially trying to get rid of the ball from our feet. So I think we let the opponent off the hook by only scoring one goal in the first half, and hopefully we can come out focused and energized in the second half.
Appreciate the time, Coach. Good luck.
Thank you.
Nate Lee in Kansas up 1-0. Arizona State needing to regroup to keep their season alive. They certainly have the talent, but we'll need something special in the second half. Just about 9 minutes, we'll kick off.
At the University of Arizona,
That's a timeout.
We mentioned Arizona State. Some of those key players, Blundell, Cologne, both basically 20 minutes of rest at the end of that first half. They should have fresh legs and try to challenge the back line of Kansas. But how does Arizona State really get them involved? How can they get those attackers into the areas they want them?
They're going to have to be more efficient when their back line has the ball. It can't be as slow. Now, maybe they're trying to slow the game down because they had the wind going against them, and now they have the wind going with them. They'll be able to hit passes a lot more direct to them.
And that has been a real factor in these games. There's the flag. That has been all day. And that flag has been the exact same direction all day long. And now it will be at the backs of Arizona State here in this second half.
I never heard if we got that ball back that got shot into the river.
That's a good question. It could still be going somewhere out there. Sophie Daw hoping to pitch a shutout today for Kansas. They have 7 on the season.
Blundell starting centrally for Arizona State, kind of dropping off and allowing the other players to do the pressure.
The midfield almost taken away, but one back by Michaela Merlo. Starters back out there for Kansas. It's the same for Arizona State. Wimes wins the corner. She got some good rest toward the end of that first half as well.
Where you have Watts, you have Wimes. Watts was over there. The ball went past her. Wimes right by her. Earned the ball and earned the corner for KU. Conte coming in, a very strong player in the air. Look for her to be a target for KU.
Corner coming in. Good location. Off the Jayhawks for a goal kick.
Gregorski does a good job in challenging the ball. Arizona State tracks with her and forces her to head it wide.
Arizona State defensively has been better. We talked about the stretch that they're on, losing 5 of their last 6. They allowed 13 goals in the 3 games that began this stretch, but just 3 goals in the last 3 matches, 1 obviously tonight so far.
I think Coach Lee was correct. Arizona State's taking that half as a win because KU only got 1 goal out of those 11 shots.
Really nice footwork by Matthews a moment ago. Now things opening up for the Sun Devils. This is much better in this second half. Cologne cutting it inside, running into trouble. Cologne turning back though. Langfelder still sticks a foot in.
Cologne's so dangerous when she has the ball. Very strong with her touch. It's tough for KU to get away from her.
Gillard switches the play, and already Arizona State stringing together some attacks right now, something we didn't necessarily see. You see the ball get hung up in the wind right there. By the time that was coming down, it was going the other direction.
And as it's getting stronger and stronger as this storm comes in, it's going to be more difficult for KU to clear it out. They're really going to have to work it through their midfield. Expect Arizona State's pressure to continue to be right on top of the defenders' feet, trying to keep the ball in that area. Watts was surprising pressure on Nellis. And what's surprising is her teammates didn't have her supported behind. KU's fortunate to get the turnover for an instance.
Kettles came up hobbled after she made that challenge. Arizona State on the attack. Nice pass inside though. And trying to curve it around to get it to Blundell unsuccessfully off the foot of Valadares.
What KU's been strong in is when they pressure together. And so that breakdown of Watts really caused an advantage for Arizona State. You can just tell Arizona State's energy level has definitely picked up the second half. Benches cheering, they're challenging all over the place.
Foul against Kansas, a free kick for the Sun Devils.
Set pieces from this side going into the goal at that end has been really difficult to handle because of the wind. And as it picks up, Daw's going to really have a challenge in attacking that ball.
Kerberg away from most of the black jerseys.
Conte did a good job tracking back with the ball. So if anyone from Arizona State challenged, she was right there to defend and allow her goalkeeper to come out and get it. There's a lot of bumps and bruises for Daw. She's definitely taken a lot of hits this season.
5 minutes into the second half. A much different outlook for Arizona State and their hopes of finding an equalizer. Haven't necessarily seen a clear-cut chance yet for them, but on the attack, they look much more positive.
I'd say more confident in their attack, too. They're really working hard together.
Count on one hand the amount of times they forced Kansas in the first half to do something like that and just send a kind of somewhat meaningless ball forward and lose possession. Kansas does win it back here, though, and now there's space for Langfelder. Wimes turning. Merlot out wide for Castens. Wimes in support. Back for Castens. Swings it in. And a little bit of a dummy there, rolls all the way across the box. I think that was Kettles that got the worst of that.
Lauren Wood doing a good job getting involved. I didn't see which Arizona State player deflected it and earned the foul, but they did a good job of tracking back.
I think it was Kettles who kind of took a shot there, getting to the ball ahead of Lauren Wood.
Nellis saved a really big shot from Lauren Wood earlier, kind of the same angle. So Kettle's doing a good job not giving Lauren Wood the second chance.
Langfelder lost her footing. Kettles tended that pass for Cologne, but couldn't thread it through. Now along the sideline, nice pressure by Lauren Wood.
Nice inside run by Cologne.
Blasted forward at Watts. Now Wimes pressuring from behind. Nice patience. Composure from Gillard. Back for Gillard. Missed for a moment. Now an opportunity for Watts.
Coleman, a very rare mistake, and her teammates dropped in to help her out. Watts had a chance, but she didn't get a clean touch. Arizona State scooped it away.
Back into the middle of the field for Gregorski. Lays it off for Langfelder. Referee in the way momentarily, but it falls to Merlot. Castens. Wimes in the area. Rolls through, and Arizona State just trying to clear it.
Took 2 players to get around Gregorski to get that ball out.
Nice turn from Kettles down the sideline. Has options in the middle of the field, and just a little bit late. Blundell was looking for it.
Kettles had a really good first half, but I've really been impressed with the first 10 minutes of her second half. Getting involved defensively and really wanting the ball and moving forward early offensively.
A little more control for Arizona State in the midfield in this second half. She's been a big part of it. Matthews switches the play. A lot of space over here for the Sun Devils, led by Lucy Johnson. Cologne inside to the goal scorer, Blundell. Back to Cologne.
What's going to be tough is KU has to clear it out, and they're not getting success after they cleared. It's just coming back right at them.
Another switch of play. Kettles this time sends it to the far side. Megan Farrell has it. Looking for Valadares, all the way back now for Coleman. Gillard. Johnson.
Nice catch.
It's a goalie in the stands, I think.
What KU was strong in getting those 11 shots is what we said. They were able to control the ball, clear it, and keep it. Right now, they're just giving Arizona State throw-ins to come right back at them.
A lot of white jerseys with their attention on Blundell right there. Lauren Wood is shaken up at the moment. She's kind of hunched over. Seems to be okay.
Gillard with a very nice defensive tackle to not allow Gregorski and Wimes to break through.
Johnson trying to play it down the sideline. Wood intervening, and then a foul. And again, that's Jordan Felstead, now wearing number 38 after getting blood on her number 11 jersey.
Felstad is lucky that Cologne fouled her because she had her beat.
Felstad, a freshman from Orange County, California. Brother Zach played baseball at Ohio State. Her dad, Kyle, played baseball at Fresno State.
Not a competitive family at all, though.
No, certainly not.
Smart move with Conte taking the kick, moving Felstad in the middle to protect that central area, with Cologne and Buehler being go-tos for Arizona State. Blundell. I apologize, Blundell. I apologize.
Blundell coming back to try and retrieve this throw-in. She has really been active in trying to assert herself into this game somehow, somewhere on the field.
KU's done a good job of passing her off, too, with her rotating into different areas. They have someone with all eyes on where her location is. You see them even pointing to her.
It's the ultimate sign of respect from your opponent.
Seriously. When everyone knows where you are. Everyone knows your name, pretty much.
Emily Tobin enters. And she comes in for Lauren Wood, who we mentioned a second ago, a little bit shaken up. Seems to be okay. She will come off for the time being. Long ball down the sideline. Pretty good idea and almost the right recipe to get it out to Cologne.
Cologne with the speed, almost got to it. A very nice decision. You can tell Cologne is just getting more and more confident in her attack. She's going to get that ball to her feet and be very dangerous for KU.
Wimes fouled right through the back. That was Kettles.
Coach Lee is very big on the forwards not just pressuring, but positioning themselves to get the foul. So Wimes put herself between the ball and the player. Kettles fouled her.
Watts, Langfelder, still Langfelder. They switch the play out for Castens. What does she have on the final delivery? Oh, what a shot! Caroline Castens with a laser from outside the box. Her third goal of the season. The other two came in the regular season finale.
She has just grown more and more confident throughout the season, not only with her crossing, but now with her finishing. What a switch that KU did, and nice, powerful shot. Nellis didn't have a chance. Arizona State needs to close Castens down a lot quicker to not give her a chance to set up, look up, and finish.
A rocket from the sophomore. 3 goals in her last 2 games.
And this is very surprising. KU has just felt like they're on their heels. Arizona State's been right on top of them, getting closer and closer with those chances. KU gets one switch, and now Arizona State has a lot more pressure to catch up. Amazing goals we've seen today, though. Unbelievable scoring.
Now Arizona State really needs something special with just 31 minutes to play. Bounces in, and there it is. Mishandled at the back by Kansas, and the Sun Devils do have an answer.
Blundell showing how powerful she is. When KU didn't have Daw come right at the ball, she took advantage of it and snuck right in. Going with that direct pass. Conte and Daw miscommunication. And Blundell did a good job sticking with it, showing how powerful of a forward and a finisher she can be.
For Kiera Blundell, that's goal number 9 on the season. And it comes in the 58th minute. So now, plenty of time and some confidence for Arizona State.
That is a very smart freshman forward. Not giving up, not backing off, but sneaking in and getting that goal.
What needs to happen between center back and goalkeeper there?
The goalkeeper needs to call it early. And that's where maybe Otto not being in the game for KU, maybe Bovey not being in the game with KU, Conte kind of trusted, was listening for it, and Daw just needs to come out and get it.
The scoreline in the first game was Kansas winning 2-1 in Tempe. But are there more goals in the final 30 minutes of this one? Arizona State on the attack. I think that was intended for Blundell, but didn't sit in that space. Wanted to run toward the box. Now Kansas going the other direction. Watson, Wimes ahead. Grigorski arriving. Long shot. Goal kick.
Good decision by Watts to pull it off because it was just her and Wimes going at 4 Arizona State players. But when Arizona started backing off, she should go at them again.
Wimes blocked it. Back outside for Lucy Johnson. Oh, nice move from Johnson along the sideline. Sends it forward for Cologne. And Asia Cologne looking ahead. Not the hit she wanted. Looking for Valadares there, making a run.
But great combination on Arizona State's left side to get that ball to get Cologne involved. It was amazing how quick the momentum shifted. KU looking like they had it set 2-0 up. Blundell saying, no thank you, we're still in this. And now KU's back on their heels.
Arizona State finding some success down the left side here in the recent moments with Lucy Johnson and Asia Cologne.
Maybe that's because Tobin's in and Wood's out right now. They didn't really go at them when Wood was in there.
There's a fight right there between Felstad and Blundell to get position for that throw-in.
It's going to be tough to win that battle against Blundell.
Nice tackle from Johnson. Back for Nellis.
Good decision by Page, knowing that Blundell is right behind her. Just get the ball out away from her.
Gillard in the way. On the right side now. Megan Farrell. Matthews crosses it for Kettles. Kettles to Cologne. Blundell is there waiting in the box along with Valadares. Nothing doing for Cologne.
Felstad did a good job of just coming and tackling Cologne, not giving her the chance to work with the ball. Before, Nellis would pass it around with the back line. Now she's looking to be more direct because she's seeing that they're having a lot of success going at KU right away.
Targeting Blundell that time, who wins the header. Conte blasts it downfield. That misstep by Coleman actually ended up okay. Picked up by Langfelder for the Jayhawks. Merlot outside.
KU's forwards are not able to get a touch on the ball. Arizona State keeps winning and coming back right at them.
Jocelyn Harima coming back in for Kansas. And it'll be Sage Wimes making way.
Wimes would be a quick sub, giving her a little bit of a break, get her back out there pressuring.
Crossed into the area and crucial touch, but not completely cleared here. And Arizona State finally sends it away. Mackenzie Hammondtree enters, and she will replace Jillian Grigorski for Kansas.
Grigorski showed her toughness on that cross, almost got on the end of it, Gave Arizona State a lot of trouble in clearing it out.
Punch there and a lot of contact. Nellis took a shot. Gillard also looked shaken up. You could hear that contact in the booth.
It looked like pushed the player into her goalkeeper, and she got hit right in the ribs. Fortunately, both players are okay, but definitely a tough play. And Nellis just had to come out and get it. She knew she was going to get hit, but she had to get on the end of it to get it out.
We've seen on a couple occasions today where the goalies maybe have shied away from a little bit of the contact, expecting it to come, and it hasn't. We saw that lead to a goal earlier in the Colorado-Utah game.
And kind of with the goal that Arizona State scored here, and just the hesitation. Talked about goalkeepers cannot hesitate. They need to communicate, and that has been the difference on a lot of goals happening. Nellis did a good job of staying strong and just going at the ball.
Side good footwork by Harima. Too close for Nellis, and she picks it up. 24 minutes, 20 seconds remain.
Harima did a good job running through the path of Nellis, not allowing her to do that quick throw.
Caston steps in to head that one. Merlot forward. Hammondtree sends it out wide. Castons couldn't get to it.
Arizona State has been really dangerous when they won the ball at the midfield because KU just can't get it out and keep it out. They're doing a good job of pressuring the ball and allowing their star forward to get it at her feet. She missed it there, but they'll get it back to her.
Johnson's pass goes out for a Kansas throw. Taken by Kettles. Blundell again dropping deep into the midfield to try and get on the ball.
Ooh, Conte, very dangerous pass to Page. Lucky it broke through.
Cleared by Farrell. Didn't want to take any chances. Another Kansas sub upcoming, Sophia Nickel. Lexi Watts will take a seat.
This is a good decision by KU, giving Watts and Wimes a little bit of break over the next probably 8 minutes, getting them back in soon to help pressure. But they need kind of a re-energized pressure when they come back in.
Watts scored her 16th career goal earlier tonight on the assist from Wimes. And it was Castons from outside the area to make it 2-0 before just a moment or two later, Kiera Blundell gave Arizona State life.
Was it 5 seconds later?
Yeah, sounds right to me.
Pretty close.
Nellis, it's blocked, and she's able to pick it up. Fortunately, pressure from Harima.
As a goalkeeper, you're so thankful that bounce went your way, right to her hands.
Tobin downfield. Harima looking for the touch to send her around the defender.
Lowe has kind of been KU's quiet player. She's done a really good job shutting down the midfield and getting involved in that second goal. Right now, she's trying to stop Kettles from getting the ball and did a good job.
Nellis comes out to collect. This is distributed quickly for Farrell. Good pass from Farrell right there. Now trying to go down the sideline. That was Matthews. Oh, man. Valadares went down hard. You kind of see her head hit the turf. She is up, though. Blundell into the penalty area, and that's kicked out wide. That was a hard challenge, and Valadares hit the turf hard. She popped up pretty quickly. Foul whistled against Kerberg.
KU fortunate. Arizona State right on top of them, really causing KU a lot of trouble in getting the ball out. KU slowing it down, allowing Conte to get settled.
That is given away by Conte on the free kick. Cologne lets it run. That's going to go off Kansas.
Frustration from Coach Lee on that, but know that he needs to just trust in his center back. And right now, they're limited on their center back depth.
Valadares again kind of takes a shot. I don't know if that hit her in the chin, but able to remain in possession. Cologne gets a foot to that. Out wide for Johnson. Blocked, nice defending by Emily Tobin, and that ends up going off of Johnson.
That was a good job by her. That could have been a really dangerous play, either giving them a corner or giving them a line right to the goal on that sideline.
Emily Tobin transferred from IU Indianapolis. Spent 1 year there. She's just a sophomore from Tinley Park, Illinois. Push in the back there goes against Grace Gillard.
Gillard with a little bit too much arms on Felstad. Felstad doing a good job of staying strong, attacking the ball.
Freshman Langfelder from Wyckoff, New Jersey. She's been really impressive tonight. Taken back by Kansas. Harima looking for that third goal. It's going to be a corner for the Jayhawks.
It's amazing how quickly this game can change because Arizona State had them running. If KU doesn't block that pass, then they are getting ready to have another goal chance opportunity of Arizona State coming at them. Instead, they have the corner. I think it was Tobin who blocked it to keep it down at KU's end, offensive end.
Castens to take the corner. Tobin giving her an option short. Castens locked it toward the back post. It was a good opportunity. No one there to put it away. Chipped back in again. And that time it is within reach of Nellis.
I think Page got on the end of it for KU. I didn't see who blocked it for Arizona State.
Lundell out wide for Cologne.
Both teams still fighting so hard. It was a 2-1 game the first time. You just feel like Arizona State's not out of it, especially when they have the win going with them.
Sub for Kansas. It's good to see Lauren Wood is okay to come back in after being a little bit shaken up earlier. She replaces Tobin. Also see the return of Grigorski. Grigorski comes in for Michaela Merlo.
Merlo did a good job shutting down that middle. Definitely had a lot of miles she put onto that field today and clogging it up for KU.
Arlo, one of 15 newcomers for Kansas, who has been a key piece of what they've done this season. Gorski playing it forward. Nice header. Chance there for Hammondtree to run. Cleared out by Coleman. Shea Ryan will re-enter for Kansas.
That's where KU players have really known their role. Their forwards or players up top have had few minutes, but they need a lot of pressure in those few minutes to try to put this game away.
Ryan replaces Nickel. "15 minutes to play."
Dangerous play from Conte. She got through with it. Arizona State almost had a turnover.
Ryan controls it right along the inline there. Crossed in, headed toward the top of the box. One-time shot blocked.
Good decision by Conte in finding Castens.
Castens' quick ball. Settled by Grigorski. Back out wide. Wood has some space. And Wood trying to get her foot around it. Can't. It's a goal kick.
Good switch by KU, getting Warren Wood involved. Again, she's proven that she has a very strong shot from that angle. Had players inside the box, so she plays it in, maybe a better chance. But Coach Lee instructing his team, hey, get back. Be ready to defend.
Wood. Still Wood. Grigorski turning, shooting right to the keeper, Nellis.
Wood and Castens frustrated because they are both wide open on that play that Grigorski chose to shoot.
Does get to Daw. Again, a little bit, though, hesitation maybe back there between Daw and Conte.
And that's where they're still trying to figure each other out, especially with this wind. Wasn't sure how the bounce was going to go. But what Conte did is she cut off the attacker. She went through the path and blocked her away from her goalkeeper.
Grigorski coming back to help with that. Sent long for Harima. Again, Coleman cleaning things up.
Coleman just so strong with her tackles. She does a good job of attacking the ball, clearing it out. Usually she'd be able to possess, but KU had high pressure on her.
Deflected out for a goal kick. 12 minutes to play. Megan Sofield coming back in for Arizona State. The freshman from Chorley, England.
She's coming in with instructions. So right here, Arizona State's changing up their game plan. Bringing up a defender into the middle, more of the attacking area. KU's going to have to adapt.
Forward in for a right back there. Is this going to be a back three that we're going to see for Arizona State?
It is. KU so far is leaving the two people up top to go at them, but they're really adjusting their midfield on how to mark it.
Johnson had some really bright moments from her left back spot.
It's a nice job of keeping control of the ball, not turning it over.
Shea Ryan, a true freshman, making a run infield right now. That's tipped back toward the top of the box. Popped up, Ryan chasing it. And Ryan does win back possession here. Back to the top of the area, and it's sent over. Ryan winning that from Gillard and creating the opportunity for Hammondtree.
Hammondtree with a missed chance, but really proud of Shay Ryan and her patience. Normally she would foul the player in the beginning of her freshman season, but instead she controlled the ball and was patient and laid it off for an open shot for KU.
Lundell couldn't settle that. A lot of steam on it. Downfield and out of play. Is that going to be, it is a goal kick. Appeals from Kansas for a corner.
Shay Ryan with excellent hustle. She put in some solid minutes for KU tonight.
Ryan will make way for Wimes. Under 10 minutes in the final game of the opening match here, the Big 12 Championship.
KU again with the fortunate bounce. It doesn't hit her hand. Arizona State's off and running because Cologne was breaking through.
Hammondtree. Wood. Felstad lost it into the area. Header toward the keeper, Nellis, for the easy save. There was a whistle first, though. It's a free kick for Arizona State.
Good job by the Arizona State back line. Gregorski was watching the path of the ball instead of watching the back line.
Hard collision right there between Sofield.
Olivia Page, great in the air. That was a very hard tackle. She knew she was going to get hit, but got to the ball first.
Page really hasn't had a lot of those moments that she's been the calmest of the group, maybe on that back line.
And that's her personality. I still think she got on the end of a corner that almost broke through. But she's very calm, very consistent player. We've seen a lot of the center backs with that type of personality.
From Shawnee, Kansas, so another one who's, could really say, a local product to Kansas City. Jayhawks happy to take their time here. Could it be another one-goal game today? Every game has been decided by just one. Back in, Gregorski gets a foot to it. Langfelder out wide for Castens. Good ball in from Castens. Gregorski picked up by Gillard. One back by Wood. Wood takes the shot, trickles through to Nellis.
Arizona State got smart. Pretty much anytime Wood has the ball, she's been taking a shot in. They just got in front of the path of it. Didn't let her have an easy chance.
Kettles. Matthews. Tobin coming back in, as well as Lexi Watts. So Harima makes way, as does Lauren Wood. Basically the starters for Kansas minus Merlot and Wood.
Merlot's getting ready to come back on too.
Starters for Arizona State minus Farrell. Sofield is the lone Sun Devil reserve on the field. Hammondtree. Castins. Hammondtree into the area, and it's swept right to Nellis.
Nice punt by Nellis, giving Arizona a chance to go at the back line of KU.
Shove in the back. Watts whistled for the foul.
Minutes has been a weakness of KU. They've had a lot of success lately, but throughout the season, the last 5 minutes, they've seen a lot of leads turn into ties. So they're really going to need to refocus with 5 minutes in Arizona State continuing to send in numbers.
Long ball from Nellis. Conte into the stands. And fortunately for Kansas, Langfelder was right there, but almost an opportunity for Blundell.
Just so strong. She gets in the path of the ball, doesn't back down.
Age saves that from being a corner kick. Here the Thunder rolling in. Crossed in, falls all the way across. Cologne takes a swing at it. It's blocked, though, by Tobin. Cleared for another Arizona State throw-in.
Arizona State really keeping KU on their heels, doing a good job of attacking the ball. KU having a really tough time getting a handle on it.
Wimes trying to pressure, and then she does force a mistake from Johnson. Merlot coming back in, replacing Grigorski.
Grigorski more of the offensive mid style. Merlot the defensive mid. Very smart player to have as Arizona State sending those numbers forward.
This hit by Tobin. .345 to play. The Wind hanging that up.
Blundell dropping into the midfield, knowing that she's not going to get the ball. If we just kick it up, she has to work it through the midfield.
Back-to-back NCAA tournaments for Arizona State the last 2 years. See the frustrations a moment ago from Graham Winkworth, their 8th-year head coach, knowing their opportunities are slipping away with 3 minutes to play.
Lucky. That ball trickled through and almost broke through for Arizona State.
Ton of spin on it.
Yeah, they finally got a strong clearance out.
Matthews ahead, headed by Conte. Shoulder to shoulder right there. Down the sideline and out of play, though, for a Kansas throw-in.
That's where Arizona State needs to settle down and try to keep possession. They tried to go a little too quickly. Ball was kicked out of bounds.
Another throw, and this is just going to allow Kansas to eat the clock away. Long ball here. Watts wins the race. Watts just playing with it a little bit.
Nice decision by Watts to keep the ball, to pass it back to Castens, and to keep it with Merlot.
Showing off the footwork a little too. Watts again down toward the corner flag. Wimes over to help. Sent downfield, Merlot onto it. Didn't really have anywhere to go that direction.
Somehow KU keeps it out of that rotation. The rain's really starting to come down now.
Watts at the corner flag. Hammondtree helping. Arizona State has to get it out of here somehow to get one more opportunity. Back for Watts. 1 minute to play. Watts into the area but turns it back.
The selflessness of Watts right there. She could have gone to goal, but recognized they want the win. They don't need another goal.
And finally, out of the woods, and here comes Arizona State. One more opportunity. Kettles. Cologne. Out of bounds for a throw-in. 25 seconds remain. Sofield blocks it. Now Kansas just wants to clear toward the Arizona State sideline. 15 seconds. Sofield. Conte sends it away, and that's going to do it. Kansas hangs on to beat Arizona State. And they will face West Virginia Saturday night in the quarterfinals.
Great turnaround from the Jayhawks from last season to this season. Congrats, Coach Lee and his program. Castens, the one with the game winner.
And a tough finish for Arizona State, who, after falling behind 2-0, answered with a goal from Kiera Blundell, creating something out of nothing, but they couldn't find the second, and the Jayhawks Caroline Castens with the second, which was a laser from outside the area. It all started though in the 17th minute. Lexi Watts from Sage Wimes.
Miscue by the Arizona State backline, not mistaken with their mark. Watts just poking it through. A great finish.
That opened the scoring at 1-0, and then Kansas doubled their lead thanks to Caroline Castens. That's a missile.
She's been known for her crosses, but what a finish. Side netting, so much power on that shot.
And here it was, that awkward mistake between Dawn Conte, and give Blundell a lot of credit for putting the pressure on and finishing.
Showing how strong she is, because she got knocked in that, kept her footing and finished the ball.
Well, she is going to be a star in the Big 12 for years to come. 9 goals, 6 assists in her true freshman season. And the quarterfinals are set. Saturday, 11:30 a.m. is when we start right here on Big 12 Now on ESPN+. Oklahoma State, BYU kick things off. So we will see the top 4 seeds. Really looking forward to that.
It's going to be a fun Saturday.
TCU swept a few of the major awards, so the #1 seed will be in action on Saturday. Who will advance? We expect even more drama. All 4 matches today were decided by 1 goal. We had come-from-behind victories in our first 2. The late ones, the first goal prevailed with Baylor and Kansas both moving on. For Sarah Gonzalez, Jeff Graham, and our entire crew, I'm Chucky Kemp. We will see you back in Kansas City on Saturday.